Reverb just reveals its best-selling guitars of 2023, including most popular used models with some surprising results. And interestingly, it seems like for the second year in a row, the SE Silver Sky from PRS is the best-selling electric guitar on Reverb, which is, I mean, this does not have to be like a. Just gonna open this article. It's not an indication of the entire industry, but it definitely means something. The Silver Sky SE is not. First of all, it's a signature model. That's one thing. The other thing is, it's a very specific guitar to begin with, because it kind of wants to be close to what 60s guitars feel like in terms of, and it has like this insane fretboard radius of 8.5 inches, which is very close to what like some of the 60s guitars had, which for most people is not the most comfortable to play. So I find it to be interesting that this guitar has been top selling for such a long time. The other thing that we have to take into account.
I think it's interesting because at the beginning, everyone was talking bad about the model, like how ugly it is to mix the headstock with the fender shape. And now, surprise, surprise,
it's a best-selling guitar. What we have to take into account, though, is one thing. PRS found itself, especially in Europe, with a huge overstock of the model, and they reduced the price heavy. So I think they initially started selling this thing at like 900 something euros, or the corresponding value in pounds, and you saw some people selling it for around 500 to 600. So that obviously has an impact on, well, do I want a Strat from Fender for $600, or do I want a PRS? Obviously, because there are so many Strats and Strat copies around, you might go for the PRS or the PRS SE, for that matter. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting that for the second year in a row, a guitar that, as you said, Chris, everybody like bad mouthed in the beginning turns out to be, and then in this amazing color, look at that.
I would play that.
Yeah, 100%.
Are other colors available? Silver sparkle ones?
No, but I've seen a Dutch retailer who came up with a pretty funny idea. He bought used silver. He bought the Silver Sky, or like the cheapest Silver Skies he could get. He took off the poly finish and refinished them with nitro finish, and relicked them in colors that are like typical for like obviously like old Fender guitars, and obviously they're more expensive because of the extra work, but they look killer. It's like a, I don't know, like a relic sunburst, or like relic Fiesta Red, stuff like that. And he kind of advertised them as PRS SE Silver Sky in the color that we've initially wanted.
Do you like when Fender guitars are like overpainted?
You mean like some color over another, like sunburst over blue or something?
But whatever. Like Paisley on the top, and then it's relicked in like whatever gold. Then you can see the other paint underneath.
Yeah, that's fun.
They do look good. I guess they're trying to do the whole, like, how people back in the 1960s thought that Paisley was ugly, so they would paint over it, but the paint they were using was really cheap, so it would wear off, so you'd still see the Paisley underneath. And I guess that's what they're trying to arc into, like those old guitars that you can buy because they're like player grade. And I think it's cool. Like, if they can do a good job with the painting, I think it looks great, actually.
And I think Paisley is just a layer of like foil or something. It's just like a foil layer.
I think it's like wallpaper.
Yeah, something like that. It's like a kind of a thin layer of something, and then they finish over it, and then it determines the color. So essentially, you have the pattern, and the rest is transparent, and then you paint over it, and something like that. I think I saw somebody selling those foils for Paisley.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, it's I just found this to be interesting.